welcome to the project demonstration of IoT based secure password door controlling system. So here we are going to provide the password from the mobile phone through IoT application, and that will be received by this ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, and that received password will be given as input to the microcontroller through serial communication at B0 B1 pin. So we are using microcontroller of HVS-1695 microcontroller. So it will start reading input from this module when we enter the password. Consider, so here in our project we are using the password of 1234. When we enter the 1234, enter, then that will be converted to the serial data, and that is input to the microcontroller. So it will check with the condition which is we have programmed in embedded C language, and when the condition satisfied, then it will control the door which was attached to the stepper motor through the ULN2003 stepper motor driver. So means in order to control this door setup, so the controller will trigger the ULN2003 and it will trigger the stepper motor while rotating this door in clockwise or counterclockwise. So for that purpose we have interfaced this at the A0, A1, A2 pin of our microcontroller, A0, A1, A2, A3 pin, totally 4 pins, and these two are the plus minus power supply to the stepper motor. So in this one 4 wires are connected, plus minus transmitter receiver data. Same here also to the microcontroller, and on this motherboard we can see the 3 major components. One is our microcontroller, that is PIC16F73, and the steel plated one is the crystal oscillator, which will provide us the 20 megahertz of clock frequency to the controller. Why? Because in order to execute the set of instructions which we have coded inside the controller in embedded C language, each instruction need a 1 pulse, so that controller can execute 20 mega instructions per second, as we are providing 20 mega clock pulse per second, that is 20 megahertz clock frequency. And the third one is a reset switch to restart the microcontroller. So it won't erase the program, just it will reset the controller. And we are providing power supply of 5 volts from this adapter, so which will take 230 volts AC input and provide us a 5 volts DC output. So it has a 4 stages: transformation, rectification, filtration, regulation. Transformation to step down the 230 volts AC to 12 volts AC, rectification to convert AC to pulsating DC, filtration to remove the pulses, so we will get the 12 volts of DC constant. But the operating voltage of our modules like ESP8266 stepper motor controller is only 5 volts. So for that purpose we need to use a 7805 regulator inside that, so it will take 12 volts DC inputs and provide us a 5 volts DC output. And before on the kit, actually we need to install some application and some settings in your phone. So download network analyzer application, this icon in the Play Store, and the Juice SSH from the Play Store. After installing these two applications, go to hotspot settings of your phone, because through that hotspot only we are going to access the device. So change the hotspot name to project 5661 without any space, without any capital letter, and password should be 123456789, and AP band should be 2.4 gigahertz. So these 3 settings are important. And on the hotspot, no need of data, and on the power supply to the kit. So after switching on that, so initially it will be initialized. After installation successfully, this light will on and off 2 times after successful, right? So it was initialized. Now you can see one device is connected in your phone. And now go to network analyzer application, go to options, do LAN scan, do the scan. There we get the 2 IP addresses. One is our mobile phone, another is our Express, that is the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. Click on that and copy the IP address. Go to Juice, so it will be appear like this: manage connections, plus add. Here we need to enter the 3 changes. One is the type telnet, address, copied address, paste here, and port number 8080. I'm repeating: type telnet, address which we copied from the network analyzer application, and port number 8080. So 8080 is a fixed one. Now click on that. So now this light will get switched on initially and off sometime. And now enter the password of 1234 and enter. So when the password accepted, then the access granted, the door opens, after 2 seconds of duration again it will closes, means the access was granted. And again 1 2 3 4. So if you enter the wrong password, then it will prompt us the red LED indication as a alert purpose you have entered the wrong password. And in the receiving also we can see the what is the password we have entered. So I entered the wrong password 345. That's why the red LED got switched on. So again, if I enter the correct password 1234, right. So the main advantage of the stepper motor is, as we know that three kind of motors. One is a stepper motor, DC motor, and servo motor. These three are the DC motors, not the AC motor considering. Stepper motor can rotate based on the input from the control in stepwise only. So when it is going back to the position around 120 degrees of rotation, then again it will back to the 0 position only. Means it will rotates based on the steps. So 120 degree of means 120 steps clockwise, and again 120 steps counterclockwise. If you use a DC motor, it doesn't provide the stepwise or angle rotation. So we can't know the where the door got stopped and where it has to come back again. So that's why dooring purpose we need to use the stepper motors. That will be useful in the exact high precision rotations.